Okay, let's give you guys a ratio problem. So let's say in a school there are 1,680 students, and you're going to take a sample of 100 students. 48 of them said they're going to vote for Trump, 45 said they're going to vote for Biden, and seven of them said don't know. So we can use this data to work out what the whole school will say. So to do this, if you look at this, hang on. You know, so you took a sample of 100 people, 100 students. If you times this by 2, let's just say if you double this, that means you're going to double this. You're going to times this by 2. That means you're going to times this by 2. That means you're going to times this by 2. It has that kind of a relationship. So let's say you times this by 3. Well, if you have 300 students, then you would expect this to triple. So you're going to times this by 3, you're going to times this by 3, and so on. It has that kind of a relationship. If you times by 4, say, that means you're going to times this by 4, you're going to times this by 4, you're going to times this by 4, and so on. It has that kind of a relationship. So if you look at this, hang on. So now the population of your school is 1,680 students. So you're looking for this this magical number here. This magical number here. So what would we times by 100 times by what? This magical number to give us 1,680. Well, if you get 1,680 divided by 100, it will then give you this magical number. It will then give you this magical number. That means, well, whatever this number is, I don't really care what this number is. I know that the relationship is that if you times it by 2, then you times this by 2. Then you times this by 2. If you times it by 3, then you times this by 3. And you times this by 3, and so on. So in this case, you times it by this weird number here. I don't care what it is. All that I know is that, well, it has that kind of a behavior where this would get multiplied by 16.8 as well. So if you get a calculator and do 18 times 16.8, it will give you this. Get a calculator and do 45 times by 16.8, that will then give you this. Get a calculator and get 7 times 16.8, it will give you this. Now you can't have a decimal of a person, so let's round this to the nearest person. So we're going to say there will be 807 people who will vote for Trump, and this is luckily it's already a whole person, so we're just going to leave as it is. You can't have a decimal of a person, so let's round this up to 118. So 118 people will say they don't know, and so on. So this thing here will represent the whole school from this sample. Okay, so this is your final answer.